All right, Calvin, once again, we've got a charger here. I'm going to show you one more time with the measuring from the bottom side ground point to the top of this transistor. Should not be 48 volts. It's got about, sometimes it'll have about 1 volt on it with no battery plugged in. That's okay, but you definitely don't want to see 48 volts there. Check both the transistor on the top board and the bottom to make sure. If that transistor goes bad, that's how you blow TCOs in the battery. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and plug in a actual battery to this charger and show you what to expect here. Right now you can see here that the battery's not in charge. It's just got a single red light. It's waiting to qualify the battery. It takes two things for a battery to start charging. It takes good temperature information and good voltage information. So we can check the voltage information right here by measuring from the brown to the orange with DC volts, and that's going to be about 34 volts. If you see 46 or 42 or 47 volts out there, that means the battery is not working. It's not connecting to the charger. So you should see battery voltage once the cable's hooked up, as you can see on my meter. Okay. The next thing we're going to check is from this lower left ground point to the two red lines that are right below the ground we checked earlier. That should measure about 2.6 volts DC on both lines. That's your temperature feedback. If you're not seeing 2.6 volts there, the battery will not go into charge. So once again, two things that every charger needs before it'll go into fast charge is good temperature information and good battery information. Battery information should be about 30 volts, between 30 and 40 volts. Temperature around 2.6 volts, both DC. Now the last check we'll make is once the battery actually goes into fast charge, you'll see a black resistor over here on the right hand side of the board. If you measure the DC volts, change your scale to 200 millivolt scale and measure across the voltage across that resistor, you should see somewhere around 90 millivolts. That means that the battery is actually in fast charge. Once the yellow light goes on the front of the unit saying it's in fast charge, that's when you can check this right here to see that you are indeed getting fast charge. If you don't get fast charge there, eventually the charger will go into an error mode. When it flashes, the green and the red lights will start flashing, saying that you don't have charge current. That's it.